All right, we are live once again, and we are jumping. Actually, okay, before we jump in, let me just make sure everything's running right. Last time we had an error, so it'd probably be smart of me to do this now. Okay, everything looks live and we're good, so we're just jumping in to our first game. There we go. All right, our first game begins now. Feel much better than yesterday, and everything is working smoothly, it looks like. Awesome. Let's hope that we get a good opponent. No black decks. Please, no black decks. His name is Iroh. He has an Appa mate, so he is definitely going to be running a lesson deck. I only have one creature, so I'm really tempted to mulligan. However, basing my opening hand with this guy's name, it's probably a dumb idea. So I'm not going to do it, even though I kind of want to. We don't have a turn one play, though. So that's all we're doing. And now we're going to find out for sure if he's running a lesson deck. Oh, totally different from what I expected. Still could be lessons. You never know. However, I don't really want him to get... Green decks usually want a lot of mana, it seems like. So I'm just going to be, even though it's kind of like a brain dead play, just like turn one rip. But it seemed like a good one because he does not have the mana to probably play what he wanted to play this turn. Put it, okay. What is that? What does it say? Whenever this creature attacks, yeah, I'm going to say decline because why would I do that? Well, I guess I could have given it to him now, but then I would be less scary with no mana up. Okay, when this Spirit Oasis enters, draw a card. Oh, it's a Shrine deck. I haven't really done much Shrine stuff. When this aura enters, draw a card. I'm just going to pay the one, scry a card, attack with it so I can scry. This doesn't really help me, but it is another creature. I don't want to scry it away and then get another, like a plane or something. So I think I'm going to have to be safe and just hit him for 3. Hold my protection up. But he has enough mana now that he can start popping off, it seems like. Oh, he has a cool mate. This must be a Lauren mate in. First time I've seen this mate. Pretty cool. He's creating stuff already with this junk. Oh no. And it has prowess. Another prowess deck. Magic the Gathering. The Wizards of the Coast love prowess. Pass. My turn. Okay. I don't know why I was surprised that I drew that. I knew what I was drawing. Okay. Put that on the battlefield. And then it's summoning 6, so it doesn't really matter. But he's tapped out. Should I seam rip? I can't seam rip either of his things. But I could seam rip one of those, but it's not that scary. So maybe I just attack with it, auto pay, put it on this, and then attack. I kind of want him to block, to be honest with you, to get rid of some scary prowess creatures. But maybe I should do planes. Definitely on the bottom. Doesn't help me at all. Oh, maybe drawing a card would be kind of nice here, and it would make him so he can't block. That would be cool. Ethereal Armor. I'm going to leave that up in case he tries to target remove. It's only 4 damage. Nothing major. But it makes me feel better about myself. Okay, what do I want to do? And has first strike. I'm going to leave my 1 mana up in case he tries to get rid of my biggest creature. Because that would be devastating. For sure it would be devastating. Tap an untapped permanent you control. Add 1 mana of any color. Okay. That is fine by me-ish. Another Shrine. Prowess. His little engine is getting on board. Ooh, he's going to get a lot of counters. Resolve all. Resolve. He's going to create a lot more. Okay, now it's just a battle of speed at this point, it seems like. And you would think I'm okay with the speed game. Pass. He's attacking with 2 creatures. As long it gets +1/+1, that's a 4. So I'm actually just gonna pass. I don't want either of these things to die. So I'm gonna say no blocks and take 10, which is a huge shot to the heart. And I may be too late. Baby, he's giving love a bad name, that's for sure. I say. Oh my goodness. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 5 enchantments. This will make it 6. And this will make it... And I already had 10. So... Shaka Khan. Well, I'm definitely dying next turn, so I'm just going to see if the math is mathing here. That's 5. Oh, I think this puts me over the edge. I think it does. Oh, I should have... Yeah, I think that was the right one. And now I'm going to play this on this. Yes, it puts me over the edge. Thank the good Lord Almighty. Nope, already have both of them. I'm going to just attack with one attacker. Scrying. Beautiful card off the top. Whew. I outpaced him. I barely outpaced him. Jeez Louise, the math. I knew the math was going to math. I wasn't that confident, honestly. But that felt good. That felt as if I knew the game of Magic the Gathering. And what is it? Only taken like, how many days has it been? Quite a few. But it feels good nonetheless. And look at my reward for that beautiful game. I get this planet. Is it the planet of Lorwyn? If that's how Lorwyn looks, it looks pretty darn cool. I'm a sucker for planets. I'll take it. And I got a bunch of gold, baby. We are rich in the game. Cast 20 green or red spells. I don't do either of those. Play 25 lands. I do that. But not as much as I would like to. Spend some orbs. Let's see if we can spend some orbs. I think I should probably do it now because I don't think I'm gonna... Let's see if I'm gonna earn any more orbs. Doesn't look like it. The next orb is at 25. I don't think I'm gonna get to 25 in the next couple of days. So maybe I should just spend the orbs right now. Is there anything that I would even want? I mean, some of these sleeves look pretty cool. Any of these cards good for my current deck? Maybe this one. Let's see what this says. Starting with you. That's a lot of mana to pay for this card. And my deck usually does not do good with heavy mana valued items. Starting with you, each player chooses up to 1 permanent with mana value 3 or greater from among permanents your opponent controls. Exile those permanents. Well, I don't have anything 3 or more, so that might be good. You may have target opponent draw 3 cards. If you do draw 3 cards, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to have my opponent draw that many cards. That's crazy. That is crazy talk. Ooh, another one. This might be going to my deck. Other creatures you control get +1/+0. Whenever another opponent you control leaves the battlefield during your turn, create a 1/1 white ally creature token. Nah, doesn't really fit with my strategy. Not aggro enough. This is a 2-drop, but it's black, unfortunately. Southern Air Temple doesn't fit. I just saw that card in action. Airbend, non-land. I don't have any ETB effects, really. Well, except I do have that Saga. But I want that Saga to last until the 3rd one. The first one is kind of... I guess it's a creature. But no, I don't think that's worth it. What was this? Aang's Journey. Search your library for a basic land card. If this spell was kicked, instead, search your library for a basic land card and a shrine card. These shrine decks are looking pretty neat, to be honest with you. I've played a couple of them. I've won a couple of them. I've beaten a couple of them, I should say. That sleeve looks freaking icy. That's an icy sleeve. This one is too. Not a big fan of that tribe though. That's Am I really gonna do the Azula one? It's either the Azula or Aang for obvious. The Aang's obvious. Aang's cool. But this honestly looks the coolest. And maybe I can trick some people. If I have these sleeves and I'm playing, they'll be like, oh, he's playing like a spell slinger deck. He's doing like the lesson thing or a firebending deck. And then I hit him with the mono white. I'm gonna do it. This looks super cool. I'm doing it. Set default. Is it that cool? I'm gonna do it. Claim, set default. I did it. My first cosmetic in this game. I wish I had this. I wish I was playing. I wish I played consistently a couple weeks ago so I could get it all the way through the mastery. Maybe get some gems to afford it. Man, that would have been cool. All right, let's go back to the next game. How about that? Close to the next pack. Maybe we'll get there today. Hidden Depths, close there too. Going back in with my new sleeves. Am I going to fool anybody? Can I debate somebody into thinking that they're playing a spell slinging / fire bending deck? Would it really affect their strategy? Maybe. Instead of holding up stuff, because like there's 3 mana. I'm a lucky guy. That was like the first. Well, maybe I actually had 3 mana last time. Is that why I won? I'm not used to this mana. Having mana on my... Oh, he's playing red. Look at my sleeves. My sleeves are so cool. That was a good purchase. Ember Heart Challenger is still in play. Like, that's not banned. So maybe I should keep up Seam Rip for that. Howard Claw is not that scary to me, to be honest with you. I think it might scare others. This mate's pretty cool. Looks like a little dragon pet that likes to smoke a little bit. That's incense, obviously. Durr. But it'd be kind of funny if the dragon smoked. Maybe I should just kill it. But I don't want my creature... I probably should have just killed it, but he has 2 mana up. And usually they like to do battle tricks and make it so that I die, they don't. You know, a lot of thinking to do, that's for sure. Gitu. 2 Gitus. Well, Veteran Survivor will make it so they don't have that many cards in play. I say. This is a hard decision. At the beginning of your second main phase, if this creature is tapped. Oh boy. Well. This one. If he wants to target me with his crap that he undoubtedly will have, I think he's going to have to pay the ward costs. That's why I went there. And if he does get rid of this, I'm just going to play another one and make him sad. And this is what I was waiting for. This is what I'm going to seam rip for sure. I'm not going to seam rip these little guys. They're good cards, but not good enough, methinks. I think I'm going to leave Hard Claw, and he has 1 mana up. Should I just get... Oh, it has prowess, so I'm not going to do that. These don't have prowess. This one does not either. So I'm going to get rid of one of these. And I'm not going to get rid of Veteran Survivor because I believe he's going to put in some work for me. What is he going to do? He's going to buff up his Gitu. Oh, what a jerk. What a jerk. Well, at least I got rid of one of his things. So now I have 3 manas. One of the manas is going to make him a very sad boy or girl. Because I'm getting rid of that guy. That problem. And then I'm going to... I think I gotta not play aggro in this instance. In this one instance. And I'm going to just attack with it. Yeah, to make it seem less harmful for him to get rid of it this turn, I want to go as long as possible to have this on the field. I really only want this to die when I'm in a good mana position to replace it, because I'm don't care if he's hitting me over and over with 1/1s. 2/1. Do I want to trade in this scenario? No, no blocks. Like again, I don't care about ones. When it has prowess, then I'll care. All right, he only has 2 mana remaining. He has another Emberheart Challenger. What a big doofus. A big doofus little mousy mouse. Okay, so how do I want to play here? He doesn't have any cards in his hand, so this could get out of hand for him pretty quickly. It would be awesome if I drew a seam rip right now. Actually, let's do that. Now that I'm thinking about it, let's do it that way. I'm going to... I'm just going to attack first, auto pay this, and then I'm going to allow him to choose whether or not he's going to lose his Emberheart or his Gitu. He will lose one of them because he's tapped out. And now I get a Scry. So, okay, now I know I could have played the Ethereal Armor, but it's too late because it doesn't have Flash. I was really hoping for... I'm going to leave the mana up. I'm going to play this next turn if I am able to next turn, obviously. He did not want to get rid of his Gitu because of prowess. He was probably hoping for... That counts. Oh. It was because it was targeting. I thought it was counting as this. Bolt Wave deals 3 damage to each opponent. Shoot, I'm losing. That sucks. Just lost. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't lose. I have one more turn. Maybe. No, he could have done... I didn't think that he had that enough. Man, that was a close game. I think if I played a little bit differently at some points in time, I think that would have ended differently. Let me think in my head what I could have done and when I could have done it differently. Okay. Maybe not seam ripping right away. That could have potentially done it. Obviously, not attacking with a... Okay. My biggest mistake that I made in that game was attacking with the spider and allowing him to choose whether or not it was worth blocking. If I left it up, then I'm making that decision. Note to self. When the decision has to be made, make it yourself and not leave it up to them. Okay, I need to get a better hang of... combat. I think now I'm getting better at timing, which was originally a problem, but now it's mostly combat. Because again, coming from Yu-Gi-Oh, I gotta rewire the Yu-Gi-Oh brain. 2 mana, that's more what I'm used to seeing. I'm keeping this because I have a turn 1, 2, and a turn 1 and a 2 play. Ooh, this is a cute little mate. Kiritsugu. Festive Fighter is the name of the person I'm playing. Hopefully he or she will put up a good fight. His mate doesn't do anything, so that's lame. It kind of just looks at me creepily. Veteran Survivor. Watery... Oh no. Black. I hate black. And it's an otter. When this class enters, already dead. When this class becomes return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Don't really care about that, but the otter is kind of troublesome, bothersome, stupid-some. Do I want to do something about it? I kind of don't want him to have another otter. And I would like, because he wants things in his graveyard, I want my Veteran Survivor to, well, survive. So I'm actually not attacking, even though it's not very aggro of me. And that's what this deck is called. So kind of silly, but that's the choice I'm making. I think it's an okay choice. Surveil, go ahead and surveil. As long as he doesn't do hand rips, I won't be so salty. That's the only reason why I don't like playing against black. And also, too, that one card that, like, if it hits you, you get your life cut in half. That card sucks. That card is literally degenerate. I hate that card. But other than those two things, black isn't so bad. But every time I play black, those two things usually happen. But with these colors, I think these are Dimir colors. Maybe this is a more fair deck to play against. I hopes. My turn? Wow. Okay. That's not what I wanted to see. I still want to leave this up. Ooh, that's a hard decision to make. I honestly think that the best decision here is to leave Veteran Survivor up with protection. Just because I think his deck is wanting things in the graveyard. And now that I think about it, I could have just attacked with him. Okay, I need to get my head in the game. That was stupid. I probably just lost the game because of that. I totally have no tempo now. But he's probably thinking to himself, why didn't he attack? So maybe I scared him? This is exactly what I didn't want to happen. Resolve. Resolve. That sucks. So now his hand's going to be perfect. Look at the top 5 cards in your library. Put 2 of them in your hand. Yeah. Game's over. The game was probably going to be over regardless, but after that blunder I just made, it is definitely over now. And his mate does not do anything. Itches his ear. Is that because of my clicks? I don't think so. Yeah, my clicks aren't doing anything. The good news is he doesn't have any mana, but he is definitely going to attack. +1/+1, I'll still die. So I'm going to take this to the face if he attacks. But he might be under the impression that he wants that more than I don't want it. All that being said, even though I blundered this game away, I might have lost anyways, look at my cards over here. How cool. That puts me in a good mood. Why is he taking so long? Oh, his mate's doing something. Is he playing with his mate and not playing the game? This is... Hello. I hit him with a hello. Because there's no reason to take this long. He's tapped out. Is he salty because he's not drawing what he wants to draw? Newsflash, buddy. Neither am I. This is the type of experience I would expect from Master Duel, not Magic the Gathering. Oh, my turn? Thank you. Really appreciate that, buddy. Okay, now I can do some stuff. Multiple things in one turn. And now I have 2 creatures. Now I'm attacking with it. And I'm going to exile. Oh, he's blocking? Thank you for blocking. You're making my day. I get rid of 2 problems. I'm going to get rid of his sorcery. And now I'm a 3-2. This is a much better position. Maybe he drew very poorly. Maybe. There's a small chance. Got a notification. 1, 2, 3 Beyblades were so good looking. Yes, they were. I need to respond to that soon. Looks like he has a targeted removal. I wish I kept the flash up. I'm such a dingbat sometimes. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play my big boy. It's a girl, but whatever. I'm going to play my other big boy. I'm going to make my big boy even bigger. Maybe I should make this... I'm just going to make this big. Deal a 3-2. So I have 2 things that are a little bit bigger than a 1-1. You know what I mean? That's why I did it. Because like I could have buffed this one up and it would have been a 4-3. However, most things deal 3 damage, so they both would have died anyways. And I'd rather spread the love in this situation. Methinks. But also too, maybe I should have because they're about to be pretty scary with the double strikers. Wow, he has some stuff. This is interessante. This is a pretty scary situation. Pretty scary situation, to be honest with you. but I'm going for it. Next. Let's see what he's going to do. Auto pay it. Put it on this. Because I know I'm attacking with it. So he's at 5, 10. I mean, it doesn't really matter what I put this one on, but I'm going to put on this one. Because he's dead. If he doesn't play a board wipe, which I don't know if there's an instant source-free board wipe. 3 attackers, and I'm scrying. So I'm scrying no matter what. Okay, good thing I spread the love. That's why I spread the love. He looks like he's going to be... Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. When did he get rid of my veteran survivor? Oh yeah, I remember. He targeted it. Seam Rip, that might be good, but probably not. It seems like his deck is mostly big stuff. Let's see. Seam Rip, is that... Do I want that? It's a 3/1. Ah, man. What has he played so far? That's a 2. That's a 3, and that's a 1. Maybe I want that. View browser. I'd rather have something bigger like Sheltered by Ghosts. So I might regret that, but I'm going this way. He is going to take out my Optus Scavenger. That's probably the better decision. However, I wanted him to be a dingus. But he has no board. I have a little bit of a board. He's about to stock up on his hand. This literally stock up. That's a great name for that card because that's exactly what it does. However, I hate this card because it puts me in a terrible position. He has a ton of mana and a pretty well-crafted hand. I have no hand. So he's definitely still in the position to double strike until the end of turn. I'm going to put it on the Spider again, I suppose. He only has 2 mana, though. Okay. It's not looking as bleak for your boy now, but he's definitely going to get rid of something impactful, which sucks. Now he's going to get rid of my Optimus Scavenger. If he doesn't now, he will soon. Pay 1, auto pay, put it on this one because I'm attacking with that one. I'm going to put it on this one because I'm going to attack, and it has double strike, so that's why I'm doing that. Destroy. What a freaking douche. I shouldn't say that. Apologies. All attacks. However, his life total is whittling down, so he needs to start making plays because my board's looking pretty good. His board's looking pretty bad, so hopefully his stock up cards didn't do what he wanted them to do. I would really like it if my board stays intact and I get a protection spell. Or an ethereal armor would do pretty nicely too, because I have some stuff for it. Uh-oh, that's a big guy. That sucks. My deck does not do well against... Like, if I'm too slow... Yeah, this is what happens when you're too slow. Like, when I don't have enough gas at the beginning of the game and I play a deck like this that has, like, board wipes and stuff, very hard to deal with. Very hard to deal with. Do I want to sit through this turn? 2, 4, 5. Let's see what else he does. I'll see my top deck, but there's literally no top deck in my deck. Yeah, this is if I had this last turn. Actually, no, his thing that it didn't target. So I'm conceding this game and moving on to the next one. So let me think. Did that blunder I make cause me to lose that game? Potentially, just because of tempo, you never really know. Because of tempo, you never really know. But I will say it wasn't looking good for me. I kind of got man screwed there for a little bit, and then he just like when you have that much resources, and I don't have any at the beginning of the game, is when this deck really doesn't shine. I think I've won every game that I've had three plans in my hand though. So that says something about the accuracy of what I said. So maybe I do know what I'm talking about, or I'm starting to know what I'm talking about. There's always the hope. What the hell are these? What the heck? Plus, as long as you have at least 7 or more than your starting life total creature, that's nuts. What the heck? That seems super unfair, and I hate this card. Hopefully I get a seam rip or something. Dang, man, that is crazy. I wonder if that's common for this deck. Because he's about to be over 7, so he's about to get 2, 4, 6. Everything that he's about to have is my oh my. I'm going to play one of these. And I kind of want to scry. Auto pay the 1. Put it on this. I'm going to attack with it. 1 attacker. This doesn't really help me. I mean, it's better than... Is it really even... It doesn't really help me. It doesn't help me in this scenario. I'd honestly rather have a planes than that card. That's why I put it back. I don't know if that was the right decision, but it's the one I'm going with. Man, yeah, that's... Oh my gosh, it's already a 7/7. Yeah, this deck is nuts. This deck is nuts. There is no way... I can't do anything with that. I was hoping for a seam rip. Did I just get... I have to imagine I got super unlucky. Let's see here. Ethereal armor. Let's go ethereal armor. Let's go. Oh, I don't have enough mana for this. Ethereal armor. Yeah, I lost for sure. But at least I get to see my creature big. I mean, that's fun, right? Ah, it sucks. 2 attackers. There's no... Oh, of course I see the seam rip now. That is so annoying. I hate this game now. There's no way this person's seeing 3 of them on turn 1 very often. So this guy's a bum and got lucky. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm telling myself. That is ridiculous. That's just like when I drew an open hand with 1 land in it, and then I mulliganed and I had 1 land in it. And I mulliganed and did 2 lands in it. And I didn't see a land for 6 turns. I think this game actually likes to troll people. It has to. There's no way these odd situations happen very often. Hey, look, there's Momo. I just noticed that. I've only been paying attention to the trees and like the timer down here. I've never paid attention to Momo. That's pretty cool. All right, my goal for this game is just to do what the title of the deck says. Oh, I have 3 mana, but I have only 1 creature. So I'm keeping it. As long as I have mana, I can't really complain that much. I'm just, ooh, he has an Oppimate. That's pretty cool. I'm just doing what the deck says it wants to do, and that's about it. Enters tapped. Cool, dude. Love playing against that kind of thing. I'll do this just so I have a little bit of protection. Resolve. Hopefully I do get a seam rip and get rid of that crap. End turn. I have an ethereal armor and a feather of flight, so my plan is to play the planes. Unless I draw something cracked, I'm going to play Spellbook Vendor. Another life gain deck. How cool. I'm not salty about it at all. That's a pretty good card, but I'd rather scry. So that's what I'm going to do. Resolve. Do I want to scry? Man. I don't really want to lose this creature. Yeah, actually, I do. It doesn't matter. That creature doesn't matter in this scenario. Resolve. Next. Auto pay. Put it on this. 3/2, attack it. Scry 1. Not a seam rip, but that will do nicely. I would have preferred a seam rip. He's not getting rid of a Johnny. Fascinating. Well, a Johnny's pride mate, I should say, not actually a Johnny. But that was actually surprising. I didn't think he would care about his creature that much, but he might have a similar strategy to have those literally degenerate 3 different lands. Oh man, enchantments. That was nuts. But it's just my luck. I bet you that dude has never had that happen to him before in his entire life. 2 of them. What does this say? As long... It's hard to play aggro when it's like he's forcing me not to. As long as you lost life this turn, this creature has fine and vigilance when you gain a life, put a 1/1. That's scary, but it's a 2/2. It's a 2-drop, so maybe I can do something about it. Oh my goodness gracious, great ballsy fide. I'm just gonna auto pay. I'm gonna auto pay Spellbook Vendor. Jesus, this deck's annoying to play against. Auto pay Spellbook Vendor. Auto pay. Put it on him. And then I'm going to... That's tapped. That's a 4/3. I doubt he wants to get rid of that. That'll be a 4/4. I don't want to lose this, really, so... which one do I want to put it on? Put it on this one. Maybe make him block that one if he wants to block. But I'm just doing this for the scry at the moment. Planes... I'm only at 3. Would that make a difference? 2, 3, 4. Okay, that would actually make a difference. I'm gonna leave that on top. Leave it on top again. But I could have scried again. Maybe that was bad. Going next. Hopefully he takes both of these. He does take both of them. Okay. So now if he has targeted removal... I don't think I'm going to lose this turn. I think he might have the chance to lose next turn because he doesn't have any flying, and I don't think he's going to have any flying. This might have flying, though. Okay. Resolve all. That's all fine. I'm at 17, so I'm going to have to block one of these. Oh, or do I? My main thing is that... I will take that. Yeah, I'm taking that. I don't know if that's a smart thing. I'm really banking on outpacing him this turn with this 1 mana. Okay. He's tapped out. I'm going with this one. So it's a 5/3. It's a 6/4. I get to draw a card. I'm going to... Nope, I don't have enough to do it. Son of a Bisquick. Well, let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I don't have enough. Man, it's close though. That sucks. So how much is that? Is it 8? All right, let's just... No, the math isn't there. Man, that is so... I was thinking that there might have been a chance. Oh, wait. Oh, no, he has 2 blockers. Son of a gun. It was so close. He won. Oh, if I drew that instead. Well, I still want it on top, but it doesn't matter. Man, that is so unfortunate. He's getting rid of one of his creatures to do this dance. So why didn't he block the other way? Man, oh man. Well, good game. Dang man, I don't think there's anything I could have done differently. Why don't you just attack? Okay, I try to be nice, but you're not. When I hate that. I absolutely hate that. When your opponent's trying to be nice and then you still like do that kind of stuff and just like waste their time. I don't understand why that's so popular. That is a very common Yu-Gi-Oh thing to do, not a Magic thing to do, I don't think. All right, I'm playing again. One more time. Ooh, Kamonegi. Do you think they're actually Japanese or do you think they're just like a weeb, an American weeb? I'm not mulliganing because I know I should, and I just proved that I should again. But and he's playing black. That sucks. I think I'm in the. Ooh, he has these cool sleeves that make it look like old Magic cards. That's pretty cool. I kind of want that. Put a page counter on this artifact. Put a page counter on this artifact. Draw a card. When there are 4 or more page counters on this artifact, exile if you do gain 4. Another life gain deck. Well, I'm already mana screwed, but I didn't want to mulligan because like last time I mulligan with only 1 land, I got another hand with 1 land, and then I had a mulligan again, and I went 3 down with only 2 lands in my hand, and I didn't draw a land for 6 turns. So I'm not doing that to myself again. But his freaking sleeves are so cool. I wonder if they're an evergreen product from the shop. If so, I need to get myself some of those. But I think my sleeves are kind of cool too. I don't think as cool as those. Pass. Oh, he's leaving 3 up. Oh, finally, a planes. I do have these, so I'm not totally out of this game at the moment, but I might as well do this. Honestly, Sheltered by Ghost might have been better. As long as I do it before he does the 4-page thing. Survival. I've had a long week, so I'm actually really looking forward to sleeping. Which I'm an insomniac, so I'm really hoping that because it's a long week and a long day, I just like drift right off to sleep, which would be rare, but I think I was having a pretty good night's sleep last night before I had to be rudely awoken for today's events. But it's over. It's over now. So hopefully I get a good night's sleep tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. And the last 2 games were very tiring. They were like unbelievable. You just kind of gotta laugh at it at that point. Theme rip. That's cool. What does it say? When this artifact, it deals 2 damage. Sacrifice another artifact. Create a 3/3. Interesting. How much was this? This was a 2. See ya. See ya. All attack. Honestly, if I win this game, it would be miraculous. It kind of it's going to reinforce bad habits. When a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless. Okay. Pass. This is a very odd deck. Okay, thank the good Lord Almighty. I'm just going to Sheltered by... Which one do I want to Shelter by Ghost? He can pay this. So what happens... The 3/3, is that scary enough to do something about? I just know. Here's the thing about timing that I need to get better at. Is okay if I played Sheltered by Ghosts. He just hit me with a Yorgo. It's very rude. He's definitely not Japanese. I'm gonna do this one. And now I'm leaving that up. All attacks. He's taking 8 to the face. When this enchantment enters target creature, okay. I'm not doing it yet. Now I'm gonna do it. And now I'm doing this. Thank goodness I left that up. What? What? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So there's this meme in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, and it's probably not even in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. It's probably everywhere because it's 1,000% true. Is Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read, and that just kind of proves it. Like if I just read the rest of that card, that wouldn't have happened, and I still had a pretty major piece in my hand. So now this game is looking a lot less good. No blocks. So now he probably has so much stuff in his hand too to get rid of this that my Sheltered by Ghosts and whatnot probably aren't even a factor anymore. But I do but because okay. Step number 1, doing this again. Getting rid of this. That piece of crap card. And now I got life gain. I'm going to attack now. All attack, 1 attack. Next. If he blocks. Yep. Even though I kind of want to protect it later on, it does have ward. Man, that card is a piece of crap, dude. This is why I hate black decks. I hate black decks. They're so degenerate. And I don't even get the double strike from my Saga. I wish this had haste. I do indeed wish it has haste. Or if he starts doing, yeah, that card is dog shit. That card is absolute dog shit. I don't understand. It seems like Wizards of the Coast does such a... This is outside opinion looking in. It seems as though Wizards of the Coast puts a lot of thought and effort into the cards they design so it doesn't break the game like Yu-Gi-Oh has done a poor job of doing. However, then I run into these decks with the most brain dead designs on the planet that literally take cards out of your opponent's hand. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. It's the dichotomy there. So I see why every time I click on a Magic the Gathering video, the comment section is usually pretty hateful. And I'm starting to kind of understand why, which I was confused about that from like the beginning of this journey that I'm on of getting into Magic. But it's starting to make more and more sense slowly but surely. And another black deck, but I think this is maybe a shrine deck because this does say shrine. Does that count as a shrine? Okay, a multicolored deck. I feel like I've seen this card before, but I've only seen it maybe like once, so it's not triggering anything in my brain. I just remember it's always like it makes them stack their freaking hands like crazy. I'm gonna do this because I have 2 of them. I'm not too worried about getting wiped, and I get to get rid of this in case his graveyard is important to his strategy. But I kind of, it's honestly would be nice to start popping off, but I didn't have any other one drops to have this be useful. I hate this card. Well, I would love this card if it was my card, but I hate this card because it's not my card. But let's see what we can do. If we have some if we have a one drop, no, but a land's not bad. I'm gonna put it on. Put it on this because I don't think flying is gonna be part of his strategy very much. Let's start going for it because he can't do anything immediately to that. I have a enchantment to play because I'm not attacking with her to right this turn. I'm gonna put it on this. I'm gonna yoink that from his graveyard. I doubt he has a graveyard strategy. It doesn't seem like it, especially since he's playing so much white colors, but he is playing black, so never know. Does the color pie even matter anymore? Every time. In time, dude. Unbelievable. Does this trigger even though I'm not attacking? Autopay? We'll find out. Oh yeah, it's the second. It's just, oh no, it has to attack. Darn it. But it does make it bigger for some reason. Why does it make it bigger? Oh, it does. Enchant creature gets +1/+1. Okay. That always surprises me for some reason. I always just think it's a scry enchantment. This card needs to, I don't know. I don't think it's ban worthy. It's just pretty unfair for any non-blue deck. But I think I saw like a thumbnail or maybe like a web post saying that double strike, that's pretty good. He's gonna get pretty low now. Let's see. I can make that I can make it. Oh wait, he's not tapped out. He has a response, so it's probably not a smart thing to do. I could make it a 4, and then a 5. No. I do have double strike. No, it wouldn't be game, so I'm not doing that. I probably should have left that up. Oh, this is going to count though. Auto pay. Put it on this. Put it on this. So it's a 4/4. This will be a 5, then it'll be a 6. Okay. Maybe I will. One attacker. Scrying. That's going to make me a little bit less nervous to go off here. What could he possibly have as a 2-drop? Let's look over here. This is a sorcery. I think he's a sorcery type of guy. Stop after blockers. Next. Destroy target creature enchantment. Ooh, I think I just won. Resolve. 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 He's tapped out. Next. Let's go, baby. I knew he had something in his hand. I knew I shouldn't. Ooh, if I misplayed there, it would have all been on me, and I knew. I'm starting to gain some knowledge, some Magic the Gathering knowledge, my friends. That proves I'm starting to gain some Magic the Gathering knowledge right there. Because I knew he had an instant. And I knew if I played it that way, I could have, risked it, but did so in a way that gave me the best chance of landing that lethal attack. So I think after, let's be very honest here, struggling. Today was a struggle. Just a couple of days ago, the sun was shining. It was a beautiful day in Magic the Gathering Arena. I just went on a 6-0 run. Lost one, won one again, went on a little bit more of a run, and now we're here today doing absolutely horrendously. But we're still had a good time. Still had a good time. I'm enjoying this still. Even though we ran into some degenerate stuff. Admittedly, what does this say? Qualifier play-in, 3 days. What does that mean? What does that mean? 50 bucks? Pre-order Lauren Eclipse today and receive the following items. When purchased, you immediately receive Oko, Lauren Liege, Sleeve, and the Ravenous Changeling Companion. But what does the qualifier play-in mean? Let's go home. Let's see if we can figure that out. That'll be the last thing I do today is figure out the play-in events. Jump in, starter deck duel, powered cube draft, colored challenge. Jump into Final Fantasy. Premier jump in. What? Let's see. None of it. Standard event. Don't know what that is. Okay. In progress. New. Limited. Powered cubes. I don't know. Maybe it just is like once a month, once a quarter type of tournament that they do that they're going to announce soon. Is that what that means? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch the latest deck text draft. Interesting. Maybe I should check that out. Well, I think that's all for me today. I'm going to play 25 lands. Okay. One more time. Only 2 away. I was just about to log off, but then it's drawn me back. Great game design. Kudos to them for sucking me back in. That looks like a black deck player, which I really don't want to deal with at the moment. I don't want my hand to be ripped, especially one that I have finally 3 lands in it. Am I really going to get unlucky? Swoopy G, yo! Thanks for being here, my friend. First time chatter. Thanks for chatting, and thanks for hanging out with me, man. Right now, I'm playing Magic the Gathering Arena. I'm brand new to the game, so I'm just kind of like trying to teach myself the game and rewiring my Yu-Gi-Oh brain, which is taking longer than I thought it was going to be honest with you, but I'm getting the hang of it. I only have 2 more lands to play, and I get 500 gold, which I think I can spend on things like cosmetics, which are fun because I don't have a mate. And actually, this opponent doesn't have a mate either. Oh yeah, well, I like white too. Brother, I don't even know. Well, actually, I will say I like this deck, but I'm not even so well versed to say that I like it. You know what I mean? That's how new I am. I just looked up online, hey, what's a good deck and what's a good strategy that a new player isn't going to make a ton of mistakes. Since he's a lifelink deck, I don't think he's going to target remove my Octopus and Scavenger. So I'm going to do this and seam rip him his Hawk because I just had a bad experience with this darn Hawk. So I'm doing what this deck's name is, and that is aggro. I'm playing aggro, which I like. I think it's really fun to do. What are you playing a white deck right now, Swoopy G? Also, that's a sweet name. Very fun to say. Swoopy G. Oh, he's playing a similar deck to me. So now if I lose, it's doubly embarrassing. Well, I don't want him to scry, but I'm sure a lifelink deck is going to have cards I want to use Sheltered by Ghosts on more. However, I still want to attack. Let's scry. White and green and red. Oh man, you're doing all of it. Dude, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you something fun in just 1 second, but I don't want to make a stupid mistake. So give me just a second, and I'm going to tell you. In response to what you just said. I'm going to buff this up so he doesn't kill it, and I'm going to scry. That's my plan. Ethereal Armor, that could be the game ender right there, because I already have some enchantments on board. I'm going to leave that on top. Okay. It sounds like you're like me, Swoopy G, and you just like my favorite part about card games, and now this card game, is deck building. I love deck building, so my plan is this. I've already bought a lot of stuff, but check this out. I don't have any interactions. Okay, I can leave the... I bought this box right here, Swoopy G, and then this box that I plan on opening on stream, and then another big box is coming in the mail. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. What he just did was not cool. I'm mad at him about it, but actually that puts it I'm in a way less good of a spot. He's tapped out. I can get rid of his I'm getting rid of his biggest thing that he's put a lot of stuff into. Okay. And I get my Ultimate Scavenger back. That was the right decision. That shows growth right there. The deck building is not great in the game. The deck building... Are you saying in Magic the Gathering paper or Arena? Because just doing it online, because I haven't opened those things I was just telling you, I was having a lot of fun. I can't organize my cards. You can have columns. That's all. Arena. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. But in real life, it seems like a hoot and a half. All right. Does this have summoning sickness? I don't think so because it's not glowing. So let's see. How am I going to do this? I'm going to... man. Okay. I think I'm going to scry again. Save my Sheltered by Ghosts. Yeah, not very aggro of me, but I think that's the way to go here. I'm going to attack with it. Scry. Feather of Flight. Okay. I have 4 mana no matter what. I have 4 mana. I can pay... Okay. If he doesn't remove my thing, I think I might start looking like I have lethal. End turn. Opponent. In real life, I would have more organization ability. Yes. Yes. Actually, I ran into that problem in real life of having the problem that you have in Arena, where it's just, there's so many cards, and it's just kind of difficult to no blocks because he has first strike, learning, and it's just turning into a mess. Okay. He's tapped. This has reach, though. Maybe I can Sheltered by Ghost it? Do I want to do that? Okay, let me think about this. This is a +1. This will be 4. That'll be 5. Feather of Flight. Life Link. Sheltered by... Maybe I want to Sheltered by Ghost this, though. Oh, man. This is a hard decision again. Okay, I'm just going to play it now because I want to. Simply because I want to. What do I want to get rid of, though? This is already big. Buffing this up again. He's tapped out. He's tapped out. Flying won't make a difference. However, I could gain some life. I could gain some life, but... Let's go neither of them right now. Auto pay this. Put it on the Spellbook Vendor. Put it on this so it's pretty beefy. And then I get some life back no matter what. Scry, draw a card is good. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting the Feather of Flight could have drew me the card. Thanks for pointing that out. I always forget that about that card. Your entire... Oh, man, that could have changed things. Is this a game changer? Well, if you target removes, I'm going to want another creature. So I'm going to put that on top. It could be worse. Oh, I forgot I could have scribed. Man, I need to lock in Swoopy G. Because every time I start thinking I'm getting the hang of it, I miss an aspect of like that. It's kind of aggravating, but it's fun. It's exciting. Not a very good thing to do right before bed. Kind of gets you amped up. But I'm having a good time. Let's see what he does. I'll feel really good if I win a mirror match. Kind of mirror match. It seems mostly a mirror match. Alright. Okay, I gain life. Ethereal Armor. No, because if he gets rid of one of... Like, if he's Sheltered by Ghosted, I'm going to want that next turn. Ward 2, that's fine. Only has 2 mana left. Ethereal Armor. That's not as cool, but fine. 6/5, that's already big enough. So what? I think I'm going to draw a card, because that could be a game changer that I draw. Let's do it. Let's do it, because it has lifelink. I'm going to put it on this. He doesn't have... I'm going to start buffing this one up, I think. Veteran Survivor, not really what I wanted, but I'm going to play it. I'm hoping that he doesn't have a Let's see. This is going to make this pretty big. So I can attack with 2 things. I'm not going to die. Oof, that's huge. Absolutely huge. This will make it even scarier. And I'm going to scry twice, right? Yep, scry twice. That's really good. I wish I could have drawn that. But better late than never, I suppose. This is a hard choice. I think I have this game in the bag. If I don't, then I literally know nothing. Okay. 8 damage. He only has 5 left. I'm at 22. Now 30. It's looking good. And he doesn't have double strike anymore. He lost. Let's go, baby. And I played more than 2 lands, so I get some coinage. Thank you, Subi G. Bro, let me tell you. Some of the games that you missed is I was playing this deck, and I haven't seen this deck before, which isn't saying much, but it was a card that stated if you have it in your opening hand, you automatically play it without paying its mana cost. And he had 3 of those things in his, I think so, that actually sounds, he had 3 of them in his opening hand. And I think I started that game with only 2 lands in my hand. It was very frustrating. Very frustrating. But not that I was still having a good time. I was like, this is probably the best game he's ever had. And I'm like having the worst hand right now. Okay, I'm going to play again because this is pretty close. I'm at 825. I don't really know how to gain experience points though. Oh, it's probably from these things, so it probably doesn't matter. You just don't get the cards. Bro, more often than not. I think it was yesterday, because I'm trying to stream every day, Soupy, is that I had an opening hand with 1 land. I mulliganed. 1 land again. Mulliganed again. 2 lands. At that point, I was like, okay, I'm not going down 3, 4 cards. I'm just going to take the 2 lands. And then, ooh, this is awesome. Oh my gosh, beautiful. And then I freaking went 6 whole turns without drawing a land. It was bonkers. Chira Beruto? Don't really know what that means. But that is their name. So I shall not wear it out. I'm going to play this while he can't. While he can't pay the ward cost. I feel like that's good. I'm going to attack because I want him to block, basically. Because I don't want him to get a jump on me with the manas. Cool. Cool. Not cool. I wanted him to block. But that's fine. Oh, this mate's pretty cool. Look at this. Oh, that's sweet. Every time I see a mate... Oh, no. Please give me a seam rip. Earthbending is so good. It makes me want to build an earthbending deck. Whoever designed earthbending in this card game did a very good job. Man, this turned sideways real quick because of earthbending. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, I think he does have reach already too. That sucks a big one. Maybe I just go wide here. And I don't want him to trade with that one, but I'll allow a trade with that one. That'd actually be pretty nice, and he's not doing it. That kind of sucks. So this is a very stressful game board. I think the thing that I'm having the most difficult time with now that I'm getting better at timing is the... Oh no. I know that this card is good, but I haven't really read it because it's... At the beginning of combat on your turn, put X +1. Yikes. Yikes. The thing I'm having the most difficult time with is combat, because coming from Yu-Gi-Oh, combat in Magic is way more complex. So I will make bad decisions, like I'll allow the opponent to make the decision whether or not to trade, when if I just left it up and didn't attack, I would have been the one to make the decision to trade when they attacked. And I think I might have just made that made that bad decision yet again, and I don't like where this game is headed. But those are tapped, so this is 5, 10, 14 damage. Yikes. Yikes. 14 damage. I'm going to let it all go through. But he's leaving some of that up. Oh, he's attacking with his Reacher. Okay. I'm happy with that. I'm saying no blocks. You need to deal with that or you're dead. For sure. Okay. I think this is what I'm going to try to do. I don't know if the math is going to math. But I'm going to put it on this because it has flying. He has no more Reachers. I'm going to just put... Oh, I don't have any enchantments left, though. So he can block with 2 things. No, it's not enough. And I really had no way of dealing with it, because he can do it at the beginning of combat of your turn, put a... Yeah, I have no way to deal with that, so I'm dead next turn. So I might as well just all attack, right, Soapy? Because he can do that. Yeah, no matter what, I'm dead. So I'm... that sucks. I mean, he really doesn't have to block with anything. He can just literally take everything, go next, activate it again, and then win the game. Well, that's cool. I took that from his available card pool. Oh, well. Oh, you know what I could have done? Oh, I'm such an idiot. This is what I'm talking about. Is the combat phase messes me up. None of his stuff has trample. So I could have kept it all up and just chump blocked, and hope for like a sheltered by ghosts. I'm going to block this for the satisfaction of blocking a 16-18, I guess. Yeah, I should have done that. It was still going to be pretty much a guaranteed loss, but you never know. He could have ran out of time and hit concede on accident. Crazy things could have happened. Well, I gotta put that in my noggin and not make the mistake again. Okay, one more time, I think, and then I'm going to bed for sure. But man, this game pulls you back in as soon as you think you're on your way out. Jules 65. Maybe he was born in 1965. And wouldn't that be slightly impressive? Playing the game as a pretty old man or woman. Never know. Jules. That could be Juliet. Julian, too. You never know. Let's see. He's playing a deck. It's mono white, it seems like. Oh, this card. Yeah. Oh, no. Can I get revenge on this card? Maybe. We'll see. We'll try. He's trading? Okay, as long as he doesn't have creatures on the field, I don't think it's that scary. But yeah, you're 100% right. You know this game really well, Swoopy G. This was a card. He had 3 of them in his hand. It was nuts. Okay, do I just go full aggro here? He has flying. Does he have flying? As long as you lost life to turn this creature, he doesn't have flying yet. Okay. Let's draw a card. Is that smart to do? Okay, yeah. Drawing a card. Up planes, that's nice to have. And then I'm going to attack with it. Because I don't want him to go 7 above 20. Yeah. Okay, this is way more manageable than having 3 on the field. Whenever 1 or more other creatures you control with power 2 or less enters, draw a card. Okay. Okay. This is looking okay. I think. I have 4 mana. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can do my whole hand if I wanted to. Well, I think I just got to play aggro. Right? First strike. It's going to get a little beefy, and this is going to put his life total pretty low. I think so. Oh, I should have done it on the other Wonder Weave, but it's summoning sick. I'm going to leave this up for protection from any targeted removal, basically. I'm attacking with both things. Is that smart to do? No, I'm gonna leave this up because my lesson I learned last time is leaving stuff up for blocking is sometimes more powerful. There we go. I'm learning, but it's not exactly a one-to-one scenario, so I don't know if that was correct. Now it has flying and vigilance. End turn. Okay. Hopefully I made the right decision. Howie Mandel opened the case. I really don't like this mate. That looks creepy. This is pretty much turned off now. Flying, whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 on this creature. Whenever you put one, draw a card. Oh, that's kind of scary. That's quite scary. Pass. 2/1. I'm going to pass, but I'm going to block. Oh, that's going to die. Oh, that's going to die too. This card is kind of meaningless in this scenario. Huh. I think a life linker off the field. I'm gonna get rid of it. Pass. I think that was a good move. To stop him gain life to buff the angel. Block it? Yes. I made the right decision. I didn't cheat there. I made the decision before I saw that. So that is progress, baby. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Resolve all. Man, that's a lot of triggers. His engine's online. I need to get rid of this. So maybe I don't even attack next turn. My turn. My turn. Okay, only one of his things has flying now. This would make it a modification, or it doesn't. This would just make it a +1/+1. Shite. Do I leave both of them up? I think that's asking for trouble. Attack, you have first strike. Brother, oh man, you're so much better than me at this game, but thank you for that. Just attacking with the first striker, right? And then blocking if need be. Okay, next. Because I can give this flying next turn if one of his flyers goes a little nutty. Maybe he doesn't notice the first strike. Oh, I thought he was going to make a bad decision. Yeah, leaving the flash up to make another flyer that's a blocker. Dude, I need to... You are so good. Attack, yeah, Swoopy, man. Someday I'm going to be as good as you, Swoopy. That's my goal. Seems like a pretty good goal to have because you're like... Oh, no. This target non-land permanent you control. Okay, I'm not going to play it yet until he targets, right? Okay, he targeted. He's paying the ward. I timed that. See, I'm getting better at timing. There we go. Now it's not going to get sucked up. Whew. But I wanted to put that on a flyer. So now he's about to gain 5 with no recourse. And he's going to block with a 1/1. That sucks. Sheltered by ghosts. Dang it. Whew. Well, I'm playing this, obviously. Obviously. He's just going to chump block and then hit me for 6. So he's going to get big again. Huh. Combat is so interesting. This is why I like this game so much. One of the biggest reasons is combat. He will now... If he attacks, he has no defense. He might not attack. He will now... He has lifelink. It's a hard decision, right, Swoopy? I think no attacks. But this is going to get stronger. I'm just going to die. Attack. Okay. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to learn from experience. You got no card draw. Yeah, you're right. What? Okay. That would... If he didn't chump block there, I would have been like, that was a mistake and I have a chance. I don't like the position because he has a bunch of cards in his hand and he has a bunch of stuff on the board. So I think this is a lost cause, but I think I'll learn something from this game. Man, that's huge. No blocks. I don't think it makes a difference at that point. Because he gets lifelink no matter if it does damage to me or a creature. Ah, that's GG's. Yay, land. Story of my life, Swoopy. That's GG's. I might as well go off on my own accord. All attacks. Son of a gun. I'm gonna hit him with a good game because he seems like a classy individual. Seems like it. You know, you never know. When you always have a choice to be positive or salty, always choose positive. But now he's going to be playing when he could just attack. Okay, he's not a good person. I'm conceding. He doesn't get the satisfaction of attacking me now. See, he's not classy. I thought he was classy. Not a classy guy. That's unfortunate. Let me think about that game. What did I do wrong there? Because I had 3 lands in my hand, right? I think maybe there was one point where I attacked when I shouldn't have. You didn't have draw. Yeah, I didn't have any draw. But I think early on in that game, I think I attacked when there was really no benefit. It was like doing 2 damage where if I kept it up, if he attacked, I could have made that choice of getting rid of his thing. But then we were just trading and he had way more card advantage than me, like you pointed out. So maybe there was nothing I could do, which I don't really like that. I don't really like thinking that. I always think that I'm the problem, not the game. Tutorial skipped. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. What you're joining, by the way, is me trying to learn Magic the Gathering. And I'm going to jump into another game right now. And you're hanging out with me and my friend now, Swoopy G. He's on Twitch and you're on Kick. Thanks for being here. Thanks for commenting, by the way. Hopefully you like below average players playing Magic the Gathering because that's what it is. But I'm trying to be better as long as you're trying, right? 3 lands, love to see it. I can't believe I've had 3 lands in my hand in the last 3 games. Feels like Christmas. It's kind of a cool looking thing. Swans. That's pretty cool, mate. I'm a little jealous. Okay, let's see what I can do here. I'm gonna play this. I think is the right decision. He is playing blue and white. So I have been stung with going wide and then getting a wide board wipe, and that feels terrible. And I did get a little bit of a board wipe there, but now I have another creature to go with. Ethereal Armor will make this a flyer. And it will give me some quick damage. I think I'm just going to go aggro this game and see what happens. Especially since he's playing tap lands, I feel like that's the best decision to make. I think. But again, I don't know these decks. Like, this deck could be something totally different. But Artifact Vehicle, that's new. When this artifact enters, it deals 5 damage to craft with artifact. Interesting. Another tap land. I literally have no idea what's going on. And ain't that just the bee's knees? He's tapped out. So I'm just going wide here. Card draw first. Card draw first. Subi taught me that. Always forget about that with Feather of Flight. Planes, love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. I'm going extremely wide because I'm playing this. No fear. He's going down to 2 life. If I don't win this, I'm going to be quite a sad boy. Quite sad. Now that he has so much mana, it's scary. This is when he can board wipe me. Please no board wipe. Because I have no hasty creatures. The Iron Crag. That's kind of... these. I think my favorite type of card in the game of Magic are... Not much of a game there, but I did win, so I am leaving a winner. But as I was saying, I think artifacts are my favorite type of card. I would actually like to build an artifact deck, which I'm not really sure if that's very viable in Standard, but I'm assuming it's viable in Commander. And all that stuff I showed you a little while ago was for Commander. But I wish they would add Commander to Arena. But I think that's all that she wrote for me. That was fun. I think I learned what I learned today was don't always go in for the attack. Actually, it seems like in a lot of scenarios, not attacking is stronger. So that's what I'm going to take away from today's session. Whoopie, if you're still out there, thanks for hanging out with me as long as you did, bro. If you're not out there, I understand. Hope you had a great rest of your day/night. And I am logging off now. All right. I'm doing it as we speak. First one to go is YouTube. And YouTube. 1,